Another question from our Flatbush Roundtable fans. I'm not sure what to call y'all. Family, community. How do you choose not to respond in anger when someone upsets you? Right? And there's a couple things, really. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I personally do that helps me all the time. Right? So you have to recognize what's triggering you. It's not easy. Right? Someone could say something, you immediately get pissed. Sometimes we don't even know why we're pissed. But the first thing you need to learn to do is recognize what's upsetting you, right? Just be like, yo, hold on. Something's triggering me right now. Sometimes saying it out loud even buys you time. So it's actually okay to say it out loud, right? You want to take a pause, take a breathe. Count to 1, 2, 3 in your head. 1, 2, 3 in your head could be really quick to people outside, but in your head it could last a while. So it'd be like, all right, take a breath with me, right? Your brave leader literally shifts from having an emotional reaction to putting you back into having a rational thought, right? And then once you shift back into that rational thought, you can now ask yourself some questions. All right, instead of saying, you pissed me off, right? Because you might be like, I say it out loud, someone's triggering me, but instead of telling them they pissed you off, you'd be like, damn, what do I actually want to say? Right? Especially for people who work in an office, who work, your boss may say something unfavorable, might not be nice. So instead of yelling, instead of shutting down, or instead of clapping back, because, sometimes, especially from being from New York, we come back with the insults, you know what I mean? You get, certain things. You can express a boundary, be like, hold on, slow down, put a roll. I don't think you're allowed to say that. Maybe ask for some space, saying, I need a moment, right? Or maybe you ask a question to clarify. I know a lot of y'all like that. Yeah, I want to be like, hey, can you repeat that? I'm not absorbing what you're getting. Now that last one is dangerous because it might piss you off even more. So you got to be careful with it. You know what I mean? And you can use this in work situations, in relationships, right? You could be arguing with your girl and she's like, oh, you never listen to me. And you could respond to like, what do you mean I never listen to you? That could be a response. But a healthy response would be like, hey, you pause, take a breath and be like, okay, tell me what you're feeling. I might have missed something, right? Now it shifts the conversation from a fight to a conversation. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's how I typically handle it. So try that.